You think Aaron Rodgers has the best name in the NFL for saying in the Super Punch Out announcer voice? Aaron Rodgers! I can totally hear that. I can hear it 1-to-1 in that motherfucker's voice, man. Phil Simms, Michael, Penix, John Elway. He really does go, Bob, Charlie. Ooh. Kind of the perfect name for an athlete. I don't know, there's some great ones in hockey, man. The best player in hockey being named Connor McDavid, that's some like life imitates art stuff right there. Peyton Manning! I could see that. Usain Bolt is a great name too. Blade Jenkins. Who's the what's his name? Is it Easton Stick? Easton Stick is like a real hockey prospect. Oh, he's a football quarterback, but then there's another one in juniors in hockey right now. Easton, I think he plays for the London Knights. Easton Cowan. Easton is just, I mean, like your kid is a 100% chance of becoming a professional athlete if you name them Easton. It's like naming your kid Jofa. Tiger Woods? That's damn true, man. Tiger Woods, a great name for a golfer. Jeremy Irons really missed his fucking calling. Just kidding. Margin call is fucking Keno. Good weekend? Yeah, can't complain. Got some normie interaction. There were lots of, kids' birthday parties. Saw Mountainhead, which I gave a 1 star, which is almost like a 1 star is like the third most satisfying quality of movie to watch. 5 stars is definitely the best. 4.5 is almost as good as 5 star, and then I think 1 star is the third best kind of movie to watch. It turned me into like a pithy reviewer. If I wanted to see a bunch of middle-aged douchebags on synthetic testosterone looking at their phones for 90 minutes, I'd look around when I bring my kid to the playground, It'd be some shit like that. I feel like Mountainhead is like the prototypical example of like, if you like this movie, I actually want to be friends with you. Because I think that if you think that movie bangs, you're probably like a nice, normal person. It's like the Don't Look Up test. If you think Don't Look Up is like the smartest movie ever made, I want you in my phone contact list. Because I know if I need help with something, I can text you and be like, hello, can you help me? And they will be like, yes, I consider myself a good person. I want more friends like that. I don't hate Steve Carell coded media. He's just in danger of entering the Ellen DeGeneres zone where he just keeps... He's like, I hate to overuse the term, but he's kind of like Flanderizing himself, picking some shitty roles, in my opinion. Also, I don't give a shit about 4 Seasons. He said, I love Steve Carell, especially for his early work, but he's had a lot of like regrettable misses lately, in my opinion. I'm not even talking about like Marwin. Foxcatcher was good, but that shit came out in like 2014, man. Shit came out a long time ago. You also like Wes Anderson? Yeah, I do. That's correct. You did. You turned me into Steve Carell in Office Improv. Yes, and? Where are you at in The Sopranos? Made no progress since Friday. Saturday, 3-hour ride, watched movies. Sunday, put my clothes on to get on the bike. As soon as I put my clothes on, my kid came downstairs and said, Daddy, I want to wake up. I said, you know what? Had a hard ride on Saturday. I can skip today. Today, 5:50 a.m., put my bike clothes on. My kid came downstairs. I said, go back to bed. She said, no. I said, go back to bed. She said, I don't wanna. And I said, okay, fine. I just had her sit in my computer chair, like looking at nonsense while I rode for 90 minutes. But I was like, I'm not going to watch The Sopranos because she's going to be like walking up beside me every 10 minutes. I don't want her to see people getting shot in the head or whatever. She got to sleep in a little bit, man. It's getting a little crazy. You raw dog the 90 minutes? Well, I watched 40 minutes of The Assessment, the Prime original movie with Alicia Vikander and Elizabeth Olsen. And honestly, I'm at risk of like becoming a caricature of myself. I'll admit that. But I pay for Prime, right? And then it started with a 2-minute ad. And then after 30 minutes of the movie, it hit me with another 2-minute ad. And I said, not today, bitch. So I closed out of it, irrespective of the quality of the movie. And I said, I'm just not going to do that. That's just ridiculous. Somebody's got to say no. Then I listened to a few songs, but mostly I just was kind of raw dogging it, yeah. What if that's just a natural evolution of a person? I've been thinking that. One of the things that annoys me about social media, that especially I think I've noticed as I've been off Twitter, is that, I mean, there's lots of problems. This is maybe like the 30th biggest problem with it. I think it rounds people off to force consensus. In a weird way, it's like it causes an extrusion of a person's fuzzy and uneven personality to fit the mold of like what's acceptable and won't stoke ire in society. And the knock-on effect of that like consensus forming is that it seems like about 1 in 10 people that go through the extruder come out the other side completely fucking insane. But also just a little bit, I don't know, the way people behave on social media can be kind of boring. Because it's like, I feel like rather, and to be fair, a lot of these people are literally like 14, so they're figuring it out. It's just, there's no way to tell when they make their avatar like an AI generated image of an adult in business casual. But I feel like you get the vibe from it a lot of the time that it's not someone like speaking from their heart, from a place of like genuine emotion. And instead it's like, this is what the correct thing to say in this situation is. And if I wanted that, I would just talk to ChatGPT. So I actually, again, at the risk of mockery, I no-sold Twitter. That was easy. Once I got off of that, I didn't even miss it at all. So then I transitioned to methadone Reddit. And then this weekend I was like, you know what? Why not just do the whole plunge? So I deleted Reddit and have just, what did I replace it with? I downloaded the Globe and Mail app and prepaid them for 6 months at like $1.17 Canadian a week to get access to real Canadian news from my community. So now I've been reading articles on the toilet about, I don't know, the trade deficit and shit like that. It's kind of, here's the thing, it's made my phone like extremely boring. And I think that that's probably like a positive thing. Because now, like every once in a while, I try to I'm bored. I've been bored for 2 seconds. So then I like scroll to where Reddit used to be on my phone and it tries to open like the app that for some reason is connected to my garage door opener. And I go, oh, right, I deleted it for a good reason. And then I open the Globe and Mail app and it's like, shipments to the Port of Vancouver are down 17% year over year. And I'm like, wait, I don't give a shit. And then I just put my phone away and go like fold laundry or something like that. Like it might be kind of a life hack, man. It won't last. I mean, that's what people said about Twitter, but some people are allergic to not taking consecutive L's. Twitter was easy. I was telling Justin, I think Twitter, I've never done hard drugs, but from what I've read online and movies I've seen like Train Spotting, I think Twitter was like cocaine. Like I had a habit of going to Twitter, but once I stopped doing it, I was like, why would anyone ever do this? It created no physical dependency whatsoever. As soon as I removed the access to Twitter, I didn't miss it at all. And then I said, Reddit is like caffeine. It's barely harmful, but it has created like a dependency, like it's habit forming. So in a weird way, I actually have missed, that might not be the word I would use, but for lack of a better word, I've missed Reddit more than I missed Twitter. Victor Wembayama spotted at a Shaolin temple with his head shaved. I need Rob Carrick from the Globe and Mail on that shit immediately. I did not see that, but I need to know. Did you see the Yute Lee video about Granville Island? I didn't. That's the type of shit I gotta get on, though, man. That's the type of shit I gotta get on. What did they say about Granville Island? I feel like Granville Island is like a modest urbanist success because whenever I talk to normal people in my life about Granville Island, they go, I love it, but it sucks ass to drive there. And I'm like, yes, sir. I think that's like city policy working as intended. It sucks ass, period. No, I don't think so. Fresh Lee's Donut, Oyama Sausage Core, or Corp, I guess in this case. First location for Kin's Farms Market. Pretty good stuff at the cafeteria as long as you don't get, your French fries nabbed by a seagull or something like that. There's a lot of fun stuff. That Paper Yacht Japanese stationery store across the street from the public market. Hey, Archimedes, you can rep Duffins if you want, but like I wouldn't admit online to like living in South Vancouver. Like that's basically like you might as well just go all the way and move to like North Saanich on Vancouver Island or something like that. What do you mean by that? It's just there's a lot of traffic. Just a lot of traffic, really. Also, I have to tell you, I was talking to my niece. My wife's sister's family came up this weekend. I was talking to my niece, and I got like the down low on what is cool slang and what's not cool slang. So what is not cool slang? Skibbity is no longer cool. I'm sorry to tell you. This is from someone who's graduating 7th grade and going to 8th grade. Skibbity, no longer cool. Chicken jockey. I made sure to ask her about chicken jockey. I went, chicken jockey. And then I said, do kids at your school say that? And she's like, yeah, it's funny sometimes unless the person saying it is like someone who's been a Minecraft kid for 10 years. She said Minecraft kid like I knew what that was. And you know what? I do, because like there were even before Minecraft came out, there were Minecraft kids in my school. They were obsessed with either like Bionicle or like Yu-Gi-Oh or some shit like that. And I was like, damn, so she's taking the position of the speaker into account when determining something's funny. Like she's really attuned to the social situation that, you know, you got going on in an environment like that. So chicken jockey is like, it depends on who's saying it, which I think is very nuanced. You know what they say a lot? Cheeks. Apparently cheeks is evergreen. I know it's not new, but she described many things as cheeks. And she stopped saying bruh. 2 years ago, she was saying bruh at the end of like every sentence. Cheeks has lasted longer than bruh. Bruh was a bit of a flash in the pan, I think. And then I asked her, do kids in your school really say chat? Do they say like, chat, is this real? And she said, yeah, sometimes. But then she gave it the chicken jockey treatment. She said, if the kid is a nerd and they say chat, everyone like rolls their eyes. But if the kid is cool and they say chat, then it's like, it's okay. And I was like, damn, it's still ruthless out there. I feel like, honestly, my vernacular was cheeks before. Now that I know it's okay to say chicken jockey, though, like, I think I'm chill. Does she know what you do? Yeah, man. And she ain't fucking with Mr. Beast. That's why I was able to time the market on Mr. Beast, man. Maybe when she was in, like, 6th grade, I think, I was like, how do you feel about Mr. Beast? And she was like, I'm sick of him. And I was like, damn, sell. She was like, his chocolate's too expensive and it doesn't even taste that good. What about Kino? Well, listen, she's in like the 7th grade. Her favorite movie is probably like, I don't even know. I honestly, I have no idea. I tried to think of one and I'm like, I couldn't possibly know. I doubt it's, no, because like between 7th and 8th grade, that's an interesting time, right? Because like, I'm sure she's got some kids in her class who are like, yeah, dude, it's Harry Carey. Or, sorry, Harry Carey. Harry Carey is like it's like an old baseball announcer. She's probably got some kids in her class, like Minecraft nerds, who are like, melancholia. But then, like, I feel like a lot of kids are also going to be like, trolls band together. I don't really know what kind of movies 12-year-olds are watching these days. Also, I think she might be 14 now that I think about it. What's your take on the Bella Baxter discourse? Listen. If you don't like Poor Things, that's actually fine. We respect people of all stars and stripes here. But we have to find a way to say that you don't like the movie without calling the people who like it pedophilic, okay? Because that's just not a productive line of reasoning. It's like the nuclear bomb of film criticism. It's like, I like the movie. Well, I didn't, and I think if you did, you're probably a pedophile. Like, that's not really... that's not productive. Thank you for saying that's anti-intellectual. I think Poor Things is an awesome movie. I think Bella Baxter had if I may, I don't think I'm the guy to say this, but I'm going to say it. I think it's a feminist movie, man. It's showed some shit that women go through a lens that was a little absurd. And then, like, as the movie goes on, she takes control of her own narrative and her own destiny. And in fact, if anything, I think the people who are like, this movie's problematic, kind of like the dudes telling Bella Baxter she shouldn't work in a Parisian whorehouse. Like, she's a grown woman, kind of. I don't know what her mental age was at the time that they got to Paris, but at the same time, I'm like, you're kind of like the society telling her what she can't do, even though she's doing what she wants to do. And the movie for me, Poor Things, it's a good for her movie, in my opinion. Couldn't have said it better, really, because I stuttered like 5 times. But anyway, I hate the dolls. Anyone who likes them is probably a pedophile. Don't do this, okay? Don't do this. We're actually like 5 or 10 years from that possibly being like the dominant line of reasoning online. So I'm tip of the spear at getting rid of social media, man. Certified what? Certified cinephile. I haven't really heard the song enough. The only time I really heard the whole thing in its entirety is when I took my daughter to that Italian restaurant and the manager made them turn the song off because I think they were probably like, there's a 3.5-year-old in here. I was a little sus on Yorgos after watching Not Gonna Lie. Damn, dude, you must think like Steven Spielberg fucking loves World War II, huh? He made that movie about the Nazis. That's crazy, dude. Little sus on Steven. And not to mention, he loves sharks eating people, apparently. And Munich? Don't even get me started, dude. This guy, he's been hiding in plain sight this whole time. That's tough. I don't know who either of these people are immediately. It's almost like a little Michael Bublé. You have like you're like a John Krasinski mixed with the Property Brothers. God is my witness. I don't know her or him right off the bat. I'm willing to say that this to me looks like Matt Damon. So you got to pick at some point. Who's the lady though? Marion Cotillard. I can only go on the eyes. Angelina. Oh, Rachel Weisz? I think I see a Rachel Weisz in there. Are you serious? Neither! Neither is right. Damn. It looks like Rachel Weisz, man. Amelia Clark? There's a little bit of it. I don't think so, though. Anyone know who the guy is? Tony Romo? If that's Tony Romo, I'm never going to play this shit again. He's not a celebrity. He's a quarterback, man. Put that shit in here. How many questions? At what point is all the questions? First off, the book category was literally about TV. And then celebrity mashup is about the NFL. Like, this shit never ends, man. Can we have a question about culture that's not, like, just tied back into sports? Joey King and Kyle Chandler. Okay. Joey King was one of the white chicks in White Chicks. I know that much. I don't know anything else about her, really. I think she was also in Slackers. Librarian, can I get a check on that one? And Kyle Chandler is, of course, Friday Night Lights coach. She was an embryo back then. Oh, you're right. That's Joey King. I'm talking about Joey King. No, wait, that is Joey King. You got me all confused, man. Who's the lady from Slackers and White Chicks? Go look her up. Oh, that's Jamie King. Jamie King. Because when you were saying that she was in Bullet Train, I pictured exactly who you were talking about, but I was like, damn, she's like aged really, really slowly. She's looked like she was 20 years old for like 25 years. Watched Barbarian last night with the GF, since you mentioned it a while back. We were feeling pretty nauseated and queasy by the end of the movie. We chalked it up to the gore and subject matter. Turns out we had the gas stove on for the entire duration and we're inhaling natural gas. That's insane. I'm glad you're alive. Luckily, you're like non-smokers, right? Because you could have blown up like your whole fucking house. That's crazy. I hope you open a window. You were like, said like, free basic natural gas for, at least it's a short movie, bro. If you did that shit before The Brutalist, you wouldn't be here right now. Do you think it's like working out your lungs? Like, do you think, obviously your lungs get damaged, but do you think after they recover from the damage, they're like stronger? Or is it like inhaling secondhand smoke? It just like, it compounds the toxicity for like the rest of your life, even if it was when you were like 3 years old? Just watched The Last Duel last night. That was lit. Did you leave your car running in the garage while you watched it or what? Hawaiian host Alola Max Carry Pack, 6-box pack. Hawaiian host Aloha Max Carry Pack, 6 7-ounce packs of delicious Hawaiian macadamia chocolate-covered goodness fresh from the island. Hawaiian host. Macadamia nuts are pretty expensive, man. Chocolate-covered is actually probably cheaper because there's less macadamia nut. I gotta feel like 7-ounce. I bet this is like $15.99. Little heavier on that. Okay, how about $19.99? $20.99? $21.99. $22.99. I'll tell you what, I'll be sticking with peanuts. Had a friend travel to Hawaii. They called your mahalo. Shoplifters will be shot on sight. Signs BS. They need to take the culinary tour out to the north and western edge of Honolulu, bro. Every sign out there was like, we appreciate the spirit of family that is part of the Aloha Nation. By the way, we will kill you if the metal detector goes off when you exit the store. A unique mix of the Aloha culture, but also obviously becoming a state has has affected the culture as well. It's got a little bit of both going on for sure. It's a complicated place, man. What about like El Salvador? 9,000. It's not that bad for us, man. 9,000, maybe like Tunisia. We're getting mighty close. How about Italy? It's Italy, bro. That was a really good global today. Too bad it wasn't Worldla. Like if I got Italy on Worldla, that's like I was gonna say it's the best day of my life, but honestly, Worldla's pretty base today too. That's India, bro. You ever notice I feel the geographical shape of the nation of India kind of looks like a lady with a tiny head and a huge inflatable ass. And then like a little kid has got a pin and he's trying to poke the balloon ass so that it pops and goes like. You don't need like any trick to remember this because you just look at it and you go, that's India. But if you, for some reason, you like don't know what India looks like, if you ever see a silhouette of a country that has a huge ass that's about to pop, just checking in to see if you're okay. Gen Z, when the streamer hasn't made a joke about killing themselves in 15 minutes, are you okay? Are you in an emotionally secure enough place to receive good news? Brother, we're just vibing out here. We're just living. What are you talking about? Are you okay? Ray Romano, this has got to be the most recent Ice Age movie, which is probably Continental Drift. There you go. The end of the world is just the tip of the iceberg. To be a fly on the wall with Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, and Dennis Leary, just chopping it up at the actors' table. Bro, actually, I got nothing against John Leguizamo, and I actually like Ray Romano. He's done some good stuff, man. He's done some good stuff. 20th Century Fox, 2012, Ben Stiller, 12 million post Greenberg. This could be Walter Mitty. Wouldn't surprise me if Walter Mitty started slow but then had a long tail. Got Protection. It's The Watch. I think that this movie, well, probably Zoolander 2 is maybe like where he really figured it out. Well, I think like after this, Ben Stiller was like, I am not that guy anymore. I'm not the guy who's out here making 35 on Rotten Tomatoes movies with like a likable ensemble cast. That's probably where he got the idea from Severance. Or for Severance, is having to listen to Vince Vaughn talk and being like, I wish there was like another version of me that could like not remember that Vince Vaughn has been talking to me for 7 months straight. Or maybe they're chill, I don't know. E.T. on the Atari 2600? That's not E.T. Oh, it's Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. I'd recognize that fucking hand anywhere. I gotta see what this shit looks like, man. It's been a minute. All right, let's not. The hat move is kind of sick, man. He's swag walking for sure. What is this, like the Sound of Freedom stuff? He's rescuing kids from like a human trafficking ring or something? An insanely well-dressed human trafficking ring? What's going on, man? No. I'm not saying that. is the sound of a crescendo ending. Oh, shit, dude. Did you see that? He kicked his ass all the way up the stairs, man. That was sick. Oh, yeah, sometimes it's hard to open the doors. It's hard, man, because you never know, like, what's going to be in there. Is it going to be, like, a helpless child, or is it... This recommendations, man. Or is it going to be, like, Dick Tracy? You never know, man. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? It's probably... Portrait of Ruin. There it is, Portrait of Ruin. John Wick is in this? They got John Wick in this bitch? I know Dracula's old ass doesn't want to see John Wick coming. What to do? Why have you angered the Baba Yaga? Dracula with Invisalign. Head damn, son. What his wig maker says when he sees how good his wig is. I'm big on my Ted Danson is actually bald conspiracy theory. I'm sorry. Like, men in their 80s, I'm not going to say you have to be stupid to believe that's his real hair. But men in their 80s do not have hair like that, man. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. He might have had a hair transplant. I think it's a piece, or as they call it now, a system. My dad has all his hair. He's almost 80. Does he style it like Ted Danson? Does he spike it up? Yes. Your dad's got a piece. I'm sorry to break it to you, man. Translates to boiled galangal chicken. Honestly, they were right with Tom Kakai. That's Jack Talk Thai very well. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Jack Talk Thai very well. You'll excuse me, I have to go see the Shower Fairy. Stare? You don't know that one? It's Meet the Parents. You probably knew that. You should really watch Meet the Parents, man. It's a good Christmas movie. I'm good? Okay, just watch Puss in Boots again or whatever. You're missing out on like a canon film of American cinema, but whatever. Watch Meet the Fockers. Meet the Fockers is really bad. Like the whole Meet the Parents arc is exactly the same. Well, actually, it's worse than the Austin Powers arc. Austin Powers, like 1 is a classic, 2 is more than watchable, and 3 is just a absolute disaster. Meet the Parents is actually awesome. Like, it's a great comedy. It's fun for the whole family. Little Fockers, wait, the second one's Meet the Fockers. Meet the Fockers is like a 2. They shouldn't have made it. And Little Fockers I haven't seen, but I have to imagine it's a 0. 3 is good, and I'm tired of millennials saying it's not. I'm tired of Gen Z telling me that Goldmember is their favorite when they haven't seen that shit since they were 6. Like, I watch all 3 of them like 10 times a year. Goldmember is a fucking disaster, man. Goldmember is like when they give a TikTok star like 250 grand to make their own show. And the shit is just like skits that don't connect, and like the punchlines just get repeated like 1,000 times. The mole shit is horrific. They do the comedy sequel thing where they bring back all the jokes from the first 2 movies, and that's bad. But even worse is the new shit that they came up with. It's a slap in the face. Not to mention the music videos. It's my favorite one. Watch him again. Watch it. Challenge him. Austin Powers 1 should be your favorite. If 2 is your favorite, but you acknowledge 1 is better, I'll accept it. If 3 is your favorite, your opinion on comedy doesn't matter. I'm not saying your opinion, that's because you might love good movies, but your opinion on comedies are cooked. I'm not going to say you're probably the roommate who forced the sane ones of us to watch like the Boondock Saints every Saturday for like a year when we lived together, but like there's a part of me that thinks that it's more likely to be you serving that purpose than me. Let's put it that way. This shit, like, I'll say it. I hope you know, and I repeat this all the time. I'm never misrepresenting myself in Scrandle. So if you get pissed off and you say, I wish this guy would stop trolling, you're getting annoyed at the real me, okay? I think both of these look great. I think that this is close to the best pie, chips, and gravy I've ever seen in Scrandle, to be honest with you. But I do think that the taco looks a lot better. It is more expensive, but I think the taco looks a lot better. Fried chicken with mentaiko mayonnaise, cheeseburger and chips. This one's tough for me. The burger looks good to me, which means the average Scrandle player probably thinks it looks in the bottom quartile of burgers they've ever seen. The chicken looks okay to me, which means that the average person who's never been to Japan probably thinks that this tastes like having an orgasm in your mouth just from eating it. So like this is what I'm reckoning with right now. Japan secularly gets like a plus 20% buff just when the flag is above the food that's in the picture. Burgers also get a buff just for being a beef sandwich. I'm gonna go with the fried chicken, but it's okay. That's close. That's close. I think that these both look pretty bad, if I'm being honest with you. The quail egg on the hot dog is crazy to me. I don't know which one I'd rather have. I think I'd rather have this, but I'm gonna vote for that. It's crazy to me that they're apart by 50. I thought they were gonna be like 2.5% apart. They both look so bad, man. The bun is green. Yeah, it's like food coloring, man. All your fucking food has it in America. Did you know that? The broken watch is right twice a day on that shit at least. Then like the other one, I don't want a soft-boiled quail egg on my fucking hot dog, man. This one, I mean, I would rather eat the chicken and chips with buffalo fries, but I'm 27 pounds, just seems beyond the pale. That was really close, actually. Bad-looking burger versus as much squid as you can get on a toothpick. Honestly, I'm going squid for sure. Squid is tasty, man. Not bugs, but squid. Fan Village brag. Okay, I mean, anything at the World Cup. This shit is annoying to me, man. I wish they would stop putting World Cup shit in here just because it inevitably becomes a conversation about how is that 200 pounds? Yeah, bro, you have to be like an Instagram influencer to buy it, okay? You are stupid if you buy this. Everybody knows that. But inflation's so fucked up, it like aged my generation before their time. Used to be, you'd have to be like a grandparent to be like, Coca-Cola, I remember when that was a nickel. Now everyone's like, McChicken, huh? I remember when that shit was 99 cents. And I'm like, yeah, bro, everyone does. That shit was 2019. We were all here, dude. The fuck are you talking about? Sorry, I'm working out my type 5. Sorry. Yeah, let's go beef curry poutine. Currywurst never loses. You don't even have to think about it. Pigs in blankets with roast potatoes and gravy. That looks really good. The teriyaki pork skewer also looks good, man. Yeah, I'd probably go with the skewer, but it's close. I've never had currywurst, but it looks so good. I hate to do this. This is going to make... I've already angered the Americans, but that's pretty much just par for the course. Let's anger the Europeans. I'll admit I've only had currywurst once, but I see that in your comment you said it just looks like sausages with ketchup on them, but it looks so tasty. I'm here to tell you it is sausages with ketchup on them. It's fine. Like, it's totally fine. And it's curry ketchup. It's got curry powder in the ketchup. But it's like you're 97% correct that it's a sausage with ketchup on it. It's good. I like sausages, man. But like the fact that currywurst is like so glazed in Scrandle is kind of surprising to me. Sausages are better in Germany, though. I believe that. They don't have the same kind of pigs in North America. Sorry, that's just what anytime. How long do you think it's ever going to change? The European air of culinary superiority, even though we live in a global world where you can get like Austrian flour in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. So I hate to rush to America's defense, okay? Really, I should just join in when you're kind of piling on. But like, people knock American cuisine too much, man. They've got great cuisine, especially bread and beer. The like Central and Eastern European sense of superiority over it, I think is unfounded, man. America has amazing bread. I've had it. The average American chooses to buy bad bread. That's not an error in like cooking. That's a fundamental virus of psychology. That's not like, there's amazing bakeries in the United States of America. The average American who doesn't live in a city is largely eating some bread that's not very good. It's like mattress foam. But like they got great bakeries, man. I'm sorry to tell you. You end up paying too much for it in the US. Well, that's the reason that they buy shit bread, is because in America, it's considered like not virtuous to spend money on yourself for some reason. Despite the whole country being like hyper capitalistic, is like if you ever pay more for something good than you could pay for something shitty, it's like you lost to the business. It's deeply ingrained in their cultural identity for some reason. I could buy 6 loaves of Wonder Bread for the price of 1 loaf of good bread or something like that, but you know, if you're struggling to make ends meet, I get it. You got to stretch the budget. There's a lot of people like in my chat that are like work from home 6-figure software engineers that are still beholden to the same curse, which to me, you know, it takes a while to shake off the yoke, but it's annoying for sure. Caught. Just bake your own bread. Sorry, that's the other part of the American, the present American culinary identity that pisses me off. I just make my own kimchi. Yeah, I bet it's really good. The store-bought stuff that my Korean mother-in-law eats with every meal probably sucks shit compared to the fucking Napa cabbage plus red wine vinegar that you've had in a jar in your fridge for like 10 minutes. Fuck you, man. That's not a straw man. Those people exist. They've been emboldened by Bon Appetit. My problem is not with Bon Appetit. My problem is with the Bon Appetit consumers. The people who consume 10 times more cooking content than they actually spend time in the kitchen. Sort these rectangular objects by their area, starting with the largest. That's fucked up, man. A credit card is smaller than a Pokemon card, which is smaller than an iPod by a little. Counting only the face with the screen? Well, it's like 1% of the fucking device, man. The whole shit was like white plastic. Wait, the face with the screen? Wait, no, they're not saying only the screen. They're saying just the front. Okay. No, without adding up the backs and the sides. I see, because it's a 3-dimensional. But I mean, they're all 3-dimensional. The third dimension is just really thin. All right, I get it. Post-it note is square. It's hard mentally to evaluate a small square versus a rectangle. I don't know, man. I think there's a chance the Post-it note is bigger than a credit card, but I got to think about it. And then a $1 bill is like, it might be the longest. It's longer than a Gen 1 iPod. I can picture both in my head right now. But it's thinner. I think that might be the biggest though. But then a passport booklet is like, I think it's this. You got to admit, that's fucking crazy. That feels good, man. That feels good. Post-it note is the tricky one because as a square, it feels like the smallest. But yeah, the iPod, I can picture the iPod in my head. The click wheel, like it revolutionized consumer electronics. I don't know if you've listened to like a billion podcasts about Steve Jobs. There's one in particular I would really recommend. Did you know he like smelled? Whoops, I already clicked on one in Juxtastat and got it wrong, by the way. For the record, I would have gotten this right, okay? 2-bedroom rents over $1,500. I would not have said Fort Wayne, Indiana over Omaha. Even though Omaha is not like a huge city, it's bigger than Fort Wayne, Indiana. Shit hasn't happened in Fort Wayne, Indiana ever since the Pistons left in like 1962. No disrespect to Fort Wayne, okay, if you're here. He knows. Yeah, I was reading some shit about like Gary Bing yesterday or whatever. It's great reading Wikipedia articles about like old basketball players because it'll be like someone you've never heard of who played professional basketball in the 1960s. And it will be like, he was the best player of all time. He set the single season scoring record. He retired in 1971 and made it into the James Naismith Hall of Fame in 2008. And you're like, what the fuck? Bro was the best basketball player of all time. It took him 47 years to get into the Hall of Fame. Like, what the hell were they doing back then, man? A lot of guys declined playing pro to become dentists. Well, yeah, this one guy I was looking up, he won like MVP in 1 year, okay? So it's like, I mean, it's 1960s. He's not Steve Nash, let's put it that way. After he retired, I was like looking forward to seeing like, oh, I wonder what like his philanthropic endeavors were after he retired. What did he do? He got a job packing shit in a warehouse, man. I guess like once you, if you retired from like the NBA in the 1960s, you're like, damn, all right, playtime's over. Time to like buckle up and get a real job. It's crazy, man. He's talking about sports. Is he retaliating for something? Sportsball! I hate sportsball! I hate sportsball! I hate this! I hate this thing! Why are you watching this thing? Bunch of overgrown man children manhandling each other. Sportsball! I hate it! Read my shirt! I hate sportsball! Oh, is there a big game this weekend? Is there a big game this weekend? Oh, let me guess. A lot of people got hurt playing it. A lot of people got hurt. You talking like that type of stuff? Sorry, I'm just a woman? That's literally misogynistic. You're being a misogynist by saying women can't like sports, even if you are a woman. They're going to say it's not possible. It's possible. I'm a man. I'm often misandrist. All you have to do is turn on a podcast, and I'm like, damn, fuck my entire gender. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares about your morning routine, bitch. Make a joke. And then I meditate. We wake up. I like to face the sun. I like to meditate. It gets me it really puts me in a good headspace for my email job. Man, shut up and crack a joke, bitch. Shut up and tell me what today's can't lose parlay is, buddy. I need a max win. You fucker. Double letter contains woe. Swoonable. Swoonable. Swooning. 1.58%. I almost gave the finger to the camera. I almost did it, man. 1.58%. You might as well have just told me to fuck off and never play this game ever again. Starts with an L. I think you'll find that is a real word. It's a 1 colorless mana, 1 green elf that when you tap it allows you to search your your library for a land of a color of your choice and put it into your hand. Sorry, it's just green, sorry. I don't know what any of the cards do. You know what's great is when you play Magic the Gathering as a new player, and they're like, it's very new player friendly. Then someone drops a card you've never seen on you, and you go, can I pick it up and read it? And they go, oh, don't worry, you don't have to. It's basically just a reprint of another card you've never heard of from 1996 that also has a kicker. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right, never mind. Do cite the old words to me, which I was not fucking there when they were written, dude. Laissez-faire. It's a real word. It's a real word. It's not. It's a French word that's been adopted into English, so it should count. What is this restrictive-ass dictionary, bro? Lori. Oh, so laissez-faire doesn't count because it's French, but Lori counts even though it's British. Contains O and Y. Ozoius. That's a real word. I'm not trying to. I just want you to make it make sense. How does this not work? It's a proper noun? Yeah, exactly. It's a proper noun, mate. It's a proper noun. Doily. That's not doily. It's a word. It's what British people call napkins, man. Doilies. Oh, it doesn't have a double letter. Sorry. I'm crashing out for no reason here. Okay. Soyful. Tree. Boy. Stars. Stilos. Am I fucking French? Am I just French? Why can I only think of French words when I play Word Grid? Stilos, I mean, I don't know about the S, but stilo is French for pen, bro. Toy bucks. Fuck you. Stupid ass game. Old dumbass game. Old punk ass game. A growing moon is said to wax. Writing implements made of wax. Box of wax come in a multitude of candles. So colors is the last one. So it is a writing implement made. Oh, pastels? Crayons? That makes more sense. Colors. Holy cow. Rada was bringing the heat today, man. Pastel? What are pastels made of? They gotta be made of wax. Oils? Oil and what, bro? Oil and what? What are pastels made of? Finely ground pigments and a binder. Typically a natural gum. What's the most common Natural gum. I didn't get the answer I'm looking for. So instead, I'm going to change the question. This is advanced level science for anyone who's looking to get their papers published. Is wax considered a natural gum? No. All right. Never mind. You got me on that one, Rattle. You crazy for that one. I kind of feel like it's a natural gum because wax is natural and it's sticky. So to me, like, how could it be more of a natural gum than that? Damn, Angle is not fucking around today, bro. That's like a 4. That's a 3. It's a 2. Yes! Yes! Oh, that's a big one. My Angle streak is getting crazy. 2009, easy mode, though. I feel like there's been easy Bandles lately. But some of the easy Bandles are not easy for a guy like me. It's got a little Lady Gaga, early Lady Gaga type. It's also got a very like European sort of progression here that scares me. Any chance you're by Lady Gaga? Maybe like Just Dance? No. That's very familiar. Is this TikTok by Kesha? Yes, it is. Ah, oh. Yeah. It's that burdoop. I know the burdoop. Are we in a secure enough place societally to say we stand Kesha, but this song, like, isn't good? Or are we still pretending this song is good because we're showing solidarity for Kesha? I'm showing solidarity for Kesha. I don't think this song is very good. I would rather never hear it again in the rest of my life, if possible. But fuck off, ad hominem. It only strengthens my argument, quite frankly. Oh, you like this song? You think it's good that she wakes up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy? It was always good? No, it was always bad. There was like 6 or 7 years where we had to pretend that it was good. Otherwise, people might be like, oh, so you stand Dr. Luke, which no, we don't. But like, I'm sorry to say that separating the art from the artist goes both ways. I got nothing but respect for the artist, but the art, I'm giving it a thumbs down and then blowing a raspberry, making it seem like it's poop coming out from someone's butt. She changed the lyrics in concert. That's good. Now all she has to do is change the melody, all the instrumentation, and then maybe we're halfway towards the song not being total shit anymore. Is there anything else that she could change? She could maybe, whatever. What's your favorite Kesha song? I don't mind Your Love Is My Drug. But if I'm being real with you, I only know 2 Kesha songs. And I think that you asking me what my favorite Kesha song is a false dilemma. There could be nothing but bad Kesha songs. It's not like you have to pick a favorite, you know? They could all be bad. That's another possibility. I think Your Love Is My Drug is okay. Oh, no, actually, We Are Who We Are is okay as well. I can live with both of those. She has good songs, man. Poptimism has gone too far. Pitchfork should have stayed snobby, man. I guess the grass is always greener. Oh, man, I'm getting a lot of Gen X plus 2s. I don't know if I like how that feels. Takes on Chappell Rowan. I love her. I think she's writing from the heart. Powerful singer. Interesting persona. Great songs. People think I hate pop. I don't hate pop. I just like, I don't know. I'm a victim of auteur theory, man. The same way any of us are. Sabrina Carpenter, I feel like the songs are okay. I like Espresso. I like Please, Please, Please. I don't really know that much more. But like me liking songs like that is like in the upper 10% of respect for artists that I have who I've heard in the mall, without a doubt. Same with Olivia Rodrigo. I put Olivia Rodrigo up there as well. Madonna's biggest banger? Ray of Light, probably like by a mile. Hung Up's really good. Tate McRae? Nah, I'm not messing with Tate McRae. Unk's got no misses. It's easy when you just like trust your ears. I don't know. I don't really have to think about whether or not it's good. I just listen to it and you just kind of know, you know, within like maybe 2.5 minutes or so. What's the most embarrassing piece of technology that you don't understand how it works? I'm not talking about like the Large Hadron Collider, unless you're literally like a quantum physicist or something. I'm talking about like some shit in your house you use every day. How the fuck does a toilet work, dude? That seems like some shit that they probably could have invented in like the year 1200. I don't know how a toilet works. It's not hooked up to the electricity, but I press a button and it shoots my piss down a pipe. How does it make sense, man? It's like a gravity bong. Oh, shit. So, like, my piss is like the weed, and the water in the toilet is like the water, and then the tank is like the top of the gravity bong. And then when you flip, it makes perfect fucking sense, dude. But what's the apple? Is there cold brew weed? You know how you can like cold press juice to get the flavor out? Can you get, can you do like cold pressed weed? Legit, yes. It's a whole world I didn't even know about, man. Put ice in the bong. How am I supposed to fit it through the aperture of the ginger ale bottle? Instructions unclear. Edit solved. Thanks, everyone. Low key, though, actually, the one that kind of boggles my mind as well is cameras. Like, I feel like cameras make no sense to me. You take it for granted because they've been alive longer than I have. I was born into a world where, like, cameras exist. But that shit captures a moment. Like, we don't know the file format of reality, but cameras can save that shit as a JPEG. That's kind of fucking crazy, man. Like, it's converting from a file type that we still don't know what it is to JPEG. No wonder you kind of laugh. You're like, motherfuckers back in the day thought that, like, it stole your soul. That was like a rational response to that shit, man. It really is. It's like your moment in time got sucked into the fucking lens. That's crazy. I don't get ovens? Okay, that shit is just, we gotta educate you on that one. It's just a box that gets hot, man. What do you mean you don't get ovens? That one's kind of embarrassing. Like a camera is magic, but an oven, we listen and we don't judge. Well, I didn't want to be judged, but I wanted to judge people that were like, you know, their answer was dumber than mine. Obviously. Airplanes are kind of fucked. Dude, you're not wrong. That shit is heavier than fucking air, dude. If I was like alive at the same time as the Wright brothers, there's no shot I'm hopping on like a commercial airplane in like 1958. It's just, I'm waiting till like 1991. We actually don't know how that works though. Airplanes? Some shit. Isn't that like the conventional wisdom is like a myth? That the air has to go faster to go over the airfoil on the upper side than the underside. That's the way I learned it in school. Is like air molecules have a brain and they all want to go the same speed. So the ones that go over the wing have to travel faster to catch up with their friends who go under the wing. Yeah, drag and lift type shit. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Bernoulli's principle. I also feel like, I mean, maybe this is needlessly generalized. I feel like the way that science works is very much like the midwit meme, where like there's like a little kid who's like, planes are magic. And then there's like someone with a halfway to their bachelor's degree in a science is like, actually, it's pretty simple. It's just a physical phenomenon that we've already figured out. And then a person with like 6 PhDs in aerospace engineering is like, we don't really get it at all. Nobody knows how it works. All I know is if I get on the plane and I hear my pilot say hickory dickory dock, I'm putting my fucking lap belt on. Damn! This shit's like forged in fire. Give me a second, okay? Ooh, shit. Lo-fi beats to get fucking sponsored to. This is the shit they put in like those Canadian ads about you should get tested for gonorrhea. Like it's putting some hyper-stylized text on the screen right now that's like 1 in 6 people between the ages of 18 and 32 has undiagnosed gonorrhea. And then it does like a quick slide wipe. Go to canada.gc.ca/gonorrhea to learn more. 1 in 6? I made it up, bro. All I know is if you're in a room with 6 people and you don't have gonorrhea. Wait, no, I think I did it backwards. Super excited today to say thank you to Mystic Forge. We're checking out Dog Witch, which I think I started the sponsored stream too early. I didn't even change my stream title or anything, man, but let's get into it. It's a demo. It's available now on Steam Next Fest. ! Dog Witch to check it out for yourself. We got some lo-fi beats to draft and remove and upgrade cards to. Add it to your wish list by clicking the link. And if you like what you see, you can add it to your wish list as well. Now, if you'll give me a second, I'm going to change my metadata now. The title of the stream should not be "It Takes a Nation of Minions to Hold Us Back," even though that is kind of a sick Despicable Me Public Enemy crossover. It's a deck and build summer. So true. I stole that from chat, but that's great. I did see an astute comment in chat. It said all roguelikes are either Isaac or Balatro. Which one is this? We're going to figure it out. You're actually absolutely right, man. Like, Slay the Spire, you would think that it's Balatro because it's cards, but Slay the Spire is Isaac. You don't, like, the way I look at it is like incremental versus exponential growths in strength. In Isaac, you grow incrementally. You don't start doing 1 damage and finish the run doing 12 trillion.
Use magic mushroom. Touch star Bethlehem. I have 2010. Boom! Oh my goodness.
You start the run doing 3.5 damage. You finish the run doing, well, if we're talking about since the recent patches, you finish it doing about 1.75. Anyway, let's get started here. We'll find out. Spelunky's Isaac, man. Spelunky's Isaac. I've been meeting a lot of good dogs lately. Call this dog Clover. Head? What does Clover's head look like? It's probably, Kate, are you in chat? I think out of these 4, that's more like Clover. The coat is like, it's one of those dogs that kind of looks like fried chicken, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's that for sure. Eyes, Clover's eyes. Can we get the ones that have like, I don't know how it works for dogs, so I don't mean anything by this, but the ones that have like the, like the rusty, yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Like they got the like red crust around the eyes, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. What is Clover? That's kind of Clover right there, if I had to guess. Nose, I guess I never really looked that closely. I think it's kind of something like that. Something like that, maybe. Tail, yeah. Maybe like a little bobtail like that. Okay, fair enough. Size of the dog. Clover's pretty tiny. Not too chonky, to be honest, either. And voice? Right around there, I would say. Okay. Clover. We take those. Okay, demo. Beat 8 encounters. I'm ready. Power Tome charges your wand. Bone gains 2 shield. Zapper Wand deals damage based on wand charge. And a Pocket Watch has a chance to stun the target enemy. My 2 cents, you start with the watch. Missed. Okay, unfortunate. Let's go with a shield then, and we'll charge our wand once. Wait, can we just play everything? We can play everything. I'm a fool. Okay, we take 1 damage. Lose 1 wand charge as well. Roll the dice. Magical arrows do 2 damage to a random enemy twice. Magical arrows do 2 damage to a random enemy twice. Hook charges wand, and bone gives you 2 shield. Okay. Oh wait, no, this gives us mana. Can we then use our spell, or do we have to draw it? Maybe we have to draw it. I'll take 2 shield and charge my wand then. Those are mana gems, sire. Sorry, I never played WoW. I'm just a different kind of beast that way, I guess. You're doing 3 damage. Chance to stun. Missed. Now you're stunned, confirmed. Take one of those. Shield me. Shield me. Do you keep shield turn to turn? You do not. Good to know. Very important to know. Sometimes there's a shield and armor distinction. Gremlins. That's a summon, bro. I mean, we could kill you, don't get me wrong, but let's summon some gremlins. They're gonna do 1 damage. You're stunned. You've been hit by magical arrows and killed. I took a lot of damage on the first fight of the tutorial, though, which seems like a bad sign. We got Faint Bunny in chat quoting Hamilton, man. What happened? I like it, man. I like it, okay? I know it's a little cringe, but I like it nonetheless. You ever throw it back? Nah, they didn't invent throw it back until I was already out of college, to be honest. Otherwise, I might have been like all about it. Like, I think I got like a pretty good ass, but my hips don't work right for throwing it back, I think. I'm just kind of like passively throwing ass just by existing, but like my active is cooked. Like it's a low tier active for sure. Like if I was in Dota, I would be one of those characters where like the #1 guide on Steam would be like, this is the one of those like 1% of characters where you actually don't get ult at level 6 because the ult is not that good. Literally you go like levels into stats before you go ult on me, if the ult is throwing ass. Deb says you can make 2 guys if you drag left of dog. That's actually huge tech. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Check this out. Charge your wand. Gremlin on the left to prove I know how to do it. Attack 1. Reroll everything. Then cast bedtime. Yeah! Cast bedtime on you. It missed, bro. It missed twice. I'm going to pass away. No! You are dead. Okay. You can stack summons to level them up, although the effects differ by summon. We're going again. This is Dog Witch, ! Dog Witch. It's available in Steam Next Fest as a demo. Add it to your wish list. Chill vibes to scale yourself incrementally to. By the way, I like, can I say, it's a bullish sign to die early in a demo, man. In a deck builder, at least. I played a lot of deck builders. I'm trying to think of the polite way to say this about other games. Nothing is like a more of a curse for a deck builder than like not having to pay attention and just winning easily. And you're like, I don't think I could play this for 500 hours. You need to, they ride the balance between like, this is too hard, I feel like I have no control over my destiny, versus like, this is too easy, no matter what card I play, I win every time. I'm gonna roll though. I would like to like get you closer to being stunned if possible. I love fake gambling. I love fake gambling. Fake when the casino doesn't use real money and ruins people's lives. I love fake gambling. I love fake gambling. Smug guy handing a note to the lady at the bar. The note says, I love fake gambling. You're doing 2x3. That's kind of nasty. Wouldn't mind if you got stunned. Keep yourself protected. Keep yourself protected. Yes! That's huge. I don't know, man. Something about Faint Bunny Hamilton posting is really funny to me. And I think it's the fact that it's not a bit is like the best part of it, sincerely. I don't know, man. He's living an honest life, I think. How can I be mad at that, man? I think we're gonna die, man. But like, one thing we could do is like, I think we're definitely dead. I lived! Yes! Now, spider I can get into. Don't kill me. You've attacked the wrong enemy. Ah! All right. Run it back. We're getting a good variety of builds here again. Oh no, man. This enemy will spawn one friend. It's this. This buffs you. This is guaranteed to keep me alive. Charge mana for the future. You know what? Go ahead and deal even more damage. I've cursed an enemy with something. If we don't fight to the death, they will kill us both, man. He pulled out the blicky and shot me. We're going again. Come on. Like, I'm embarrassed that I can't make it through Act 2, man. Maybe I gotta focus a little bit on some defense instead of just the offense. Chance to stun. Holy shit, it hit. It's got everything. It's got dice. It's got cards. It's got fake gambling mechanics, which are better than real gambling mechanics. 3 of these. 3 of those has a good chance, man. And the goblins are going insane! For 1 mana, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Your wand gets better, does wild damage. Wild damage is between 1 and max. Gun rats are a new summon. First attack does damage to all enemies. I don't buff. I turn them gem form. I think I like the idea of, well, do I like the idea of the spell? So do 1 to 4 damage, 1 to 6 damage, 1 to 8 damage. Crazy wand. Why not, man? Why not? More RNG. This is 1 to 4 damage, man. That's not even that bad. Oh, you motherfucker. You motherfucker, you. As much defense as possible. 1 damage. Are you serious right now? That's alright. Full mana. Book. It would be better to not spite if we can avoid it, because we could get multiple wand charges first. Spite might do 8. Roll me. Dumping me. We're definitely dead. We can't win, man. I go again. At what point do we have too many roguelike deck builders? Why does nobody ever ask that question about third-person action games? Which literally, like, 98% of prestige AAA games are like dude with a gun, dude with a sword, lady with a gun, lady with a sword. One year they mixed it up and gave everybody a bow and an arrow, and that's it. They definitely do. No, nobody says that. Everyone goes, no, they're different. Now they have pathos in them. What if I told you the genre is just a way to convey either mechanics, a story, an emotion, a feeling, etc., etc.? It's good, man. You're literally eating hamburgers going like, when are they going to stop serving so many foods in a bowl? They will not divide us, man. You know what, guys? Listen, we shouldn't pit indie developers against one another, but the streams that are going to be playing Escape from Duck Off are... that away. If you're in windowed mode. If you're in full screen, I just pointed at, I don't know, probably like your Mario Kart monitor, but... Look around how lucky we are to be alive right now. Honestly, faintbunnyy, I'm glad that the show affected you. You know, that's like, we shouldn't be shaming that. We should be embracing that more as human beings. You know, it moved you. That's good. Now, I get the luxury of saying it's cringe because it did move me, but it moved me a long time ago. It was like 5 years ago now. So I can act superior, as if like I'd be like, my superior intellect wouldn't let me be moved by something like that. Truth is, I just got it out of the way a little sooner than you. You were less annoying about it? Nah, it's rose-colored glasses. I was talking about Hamilton a lot. Summer 2020. August 2020, I think I was like Jake Paul. That shit was every day, bro. That's big, man. How about a little defense? And then hope for another spell? You scammed me. 7 damage, I got 6 health. It's over. We go again! We go again! Is the AI chatter still around? The person who made it sent an unban request that was, sorry, I've toned down the spamming in my AI model. I denied the unban request and the message I attached to it was pay me $10,000. That's where the negotiation starts. You could probably find some streamers that would be thrilled to have it for free, but the business negotiation starts there if you're training your AI model on my chat. They have not replied. Honestly, I don't know how they would reply as well, because they've been now rendered incommunicado, but they can just train it in your chat for free? Yeah, but I'm like, if they're asking for permission, they don't have permission. Can I stop you? No, but you don't have permission. No? Not interested? Not interested? Mana gem? Lucky stun, we take those at least. Charge it up. Ideally, we draw a handful of mana. Buddy, you're supposed to be a spell, just so you know. I think we're paying the iron price on this one. We go again. You have my word. We will beat the demo today. I got a message before the stream that was like, just so you know, here's the mechanics of New Game Plus mode. They had a lot of faith in me. I haven't even gotten the New Game Minus mode yet. Alright. Faint Bunny, though, you gotta be careful when you quote King George II, man. Because some of those lines are a little spicy, okay? Definitely should have played this first. That's my bad. It was mostly fixated on the joke. Not even worth playing. Sure, okay. The Gubbins are attacking nothing. They're attacking nothing. Chibli, what is... This is your kind of game, Chibli. Chibli, this is Nubby. Slay the Spire. I'm really bad at Slay the Spire. You can't be bad at Slay the Spire. It's a kid's game. I'm yoink and twisting the criticism that chat uses against me. This gives us Focus Wand. If it's fully charged, spend all wand to cast Focus Wand. Okay, my wand is improved. I gotta kill you. I gotta find a way to kill you. It's not. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. I'm dead. We go again. We're not even supposed to be. It was supposed to be an hour long, but I refused. Like I'm leaving my pride on the line, man. We're like an hour and 40 minutes in now, and I can't beat the second act. Faint Bunny posting all these lyrics in a row got me realizing Hamilton is cringe. Yeah, but you know what's really cringe is basing your opinion on something based on the behaviors of people who enjoy it. Like, that's how people get radicalized on social media, man. They see, like, one YouTube video where, like, a person has a breakdown inside of a donut shop or something like that, and then they completely throw away their values. Like, their politics just become, like, hey, I want to support anything that makes this annoying person angry. Like, they see one video, but then the human mind, like, extrapolates it and is like, did you know there's people out there doing this? Nah, man, it's just one crazy lady at Cartems. Don't even worry about it. You gotta derive your values from base principles, bro, and go from there. Two shield. New rat. Make him huge. I'm going to pass away, actually, instead. No, I'm going to live. I'm going to live, and I'm going to take 0 damage, and we're going to be geniuses, bro. Holy shit. That's not the boss, though. We got problems. Alright, what's going on turn 1? Lower my wand power. No thank you? Aw, there's just no way we win, man. There's obviously no shot that we make it out of this. I've already been killed. Okay. Alright. You are dead. Well, at this point, I might as well just keep it going, man. By the way, exclamation point Dogwitch. You can check it out on Steam for yourself. I'm having a great time. Very tough game. TUFF. But I also learned is considered a compliment these days. My niece is 10 and she says slay. The thing that worries me is that I'm putting a lot of stock in like one kid's opinion on what's cool. And like, I think my niece is cool, but what if like at school, she's actually like closer to the bottom of the totem pole, socially speaking? So like, how would that impact me as a 36-year-old man? Well, I'm getting all this, like these lessons on what vernacular is cool and what vernacular is not from someone that like, they're not an authoritative source, bro. People are gonna think I sound like a 12-year-old nerd or something. I'm just kidding, she's chill. She's probably like a mean girl. Nah, she's really nice. I don't know what goes on in the middle school. How do I know? I was in middle school in like the year 1998 or something. When you summon a friend, make a gem form. I think we want Gemarang, man. We're gonna get more mana, and then this is AoE. And then it'll also regenerate the mana! Because we can make them gem form, hit them all, and then get our mana back. It's like that Chris Rock joke about insurance that doesn't make any sense. Can you tell the joke? I don't know it. Yeah, I actually can. And I know you're trying to Michael Scott me, but the truth is that I can. The joke is, and even as a kid, I went, wait a minute, this special's kind of good. But like, what the hell is he talking about? It was like, insurance is basically money you give to a company in case shit happens. If shit doesn't happen, shouldn't you get your money back? And then the audience gives him like a standing ovation. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Even at age 10, I was like, this doesn't make any damn sense, man. If they just get, I'm not trying to defend the insurance companies, but if they gave you the money back, they wouldn't have the money to pay the claims for people whose shit did happen. Dare I say that I think it's possible Chris Rock deliberately, you know, obfuscated the role of the insurance company, knowing that people would just, I mean, he was clouded up from the earlier parts of the special, don't get me wrong, but I was just a little surprised he would resort to, like, you know, tactics like that. I'm just happy he's okay after the Oscars, though. That was the joke that made Will Smith crash out. Pony? The Shieldler? The 2 damage pony? The full mana alert? I can tell already we're dead. It's not beatable. The demo's not beatable. It can't be beaten. You scale like Isaac, but the enemies scale like Balatro. I love horses best of all the animals. Girls with really long hair who went to my high school, leaving yearbook messages be like, massive +2. I appreciate that. I see we went to the same schools. Why do the horse girls always have long hair? I don't know. Maybe I'll be straight with you. I'm not sure it's for us to know, man. I think it's for them to know and like us to find out. We actually went to a birthday party at a farm this weekend. And we're not around animals that much. We live in the city. Horses are crazy, man. First off, like, I'm not trying to be gross. It's just anatomy. The dicks are crazy big. Like, we were just standing there amongst the horses. Like, the horses were in pens. Kate elbowed me and went, take a look at that. And the horse penis was like pretty big, but while we were looking at it, it went like, it started like this, and then it went like, for like 30 seconds, it just kept growing. And then when it like reached its peak, I guess, he did the flex. He went, and like smacked himself in the tummy with it. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, animals are so fucking funny, man. And then we were walking around and like a horse was peeing. It pees like, I don't even know. A horse bladder must be able to hold like 4 or 5 liters of urine. Because it was coming out like a fire hose and like it was hitting the mud and the mud was like spraying up because of the force of the piss. And then right after it pissed, it turned around and dumped like a bunch of shit in the puddle of piss. And I was like, this is crazy, man. And then I swear to God, some chickens came over and started eating the poop. And I was like, I suddenly understand why human beings can't get antibiotics and they have to give them all to the poultry farms, man. Because the chickens are running around eating the horse poop that's like it fresh from the ass. It's like ass to table. It's crazy out there, man. Worst tangent? Whatever, you probably like literally eat meat or you're too much of a baby too. Either way, my bases are covered. I was like, damn, maybe I should like not eat chicken anymore. Now that I've seen what the chickens get up to, man, I'm not sure I'm interested in eating chicken anymore. But I'm sure, you know, all the other animals are probably like, you know, doing similar shit, so... Yeah, Faint Bunny's been posting like that for like several hours at this point, but I kind of, I don't know, man. Nothing human is alien to a fellow like me. They have a weakness synergy. Okay. You need weakness or a curse that shrinks them. Holy cow, what is this? Should just attack him, man. We don't need to stun him. Do some damage. Score some goals. Get in there, England. I wouldn't mind on this one. Okay, whatever. 7 wrenches or whatever, just a miss. At some point, you also gotta like land the shrink. Are you fucking me? That's crazy, man. I give up. I can't be done. It can't be done. It can't be done. It can't be done. The demo can't be beaten. The demo can't be beaten. It's unbeatable. Everybody saying they're beaten it in chat is literally lying. It's got to be forced loss. It's the only thing that makes sense. Exclamation point dog witch. Do better than me, okay? Go to Steam. Challenge it for yourself. Thank you again to Mythic Forge for the sponsorship. You should add it to your wish list if you like what you saw too. The game has got it's got the sauce, man. We literally just played it for 2 hours and 48 minutes. We were only supposed to play for 60 minutes. It's a great time. Go check it out for yourself, and thanks again for the sponsorship. I really wanted to give it like middle finger with the thumb up. Middle finger with the thumb up. You're one of those ads on Instagram Reels for games? I wouldn't know. I don't consume short form video content. I consider it maybe like step 600 out of like 1,000 on society's fast descent to anti-intellectual heaven. You make it though? Yeah. Walter White didn't smoke meth, bro. He was just a badass businessman and entrepreneur. Didn't he try it once? Nah, those were Jolly Ranchers. He was tricking Tuco. You know, yesterday in Chibley's chat, someone asked me if I had final cut approval over my shorts, and they were not being ironic. I don't know if you're here, but it got me real good. I was like, I don't even watch my shorts until I post them, man. I give them a little once over before I hit the publish button to make sure my editor didn't like slip something in, and then I just let them go. Why were you beefing? Because, like, you know, I'm just a streamer, man. I go into Chibley's chat, I'm just a chatter. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, people are asking me shit like, if you had the choice between strawberry or raspberry jam to put on your bagel, which one would you choose? And I'm like, you wouldn't ask a random chatter that, man, so why are you asking me about that? Also, you know, you might be a little grumpy yourself when you've been asked the question, you know, 100 times a day for the past 15 years or something like that. Just like, why don't you consult the website that has every word I've ever said on it? Just search like raspberry jam, man. Because you said streamers shouldn't have personal assistants. No, I didn't say that. That's you paraphrasing. I said streamer with a personal assistant is a crazy vibe. Chibley was also talking about a personal assistant in the way that you talk about a butler, which was crazy for me. Because a personal assistant, I'm pretty sure, is someone who like makes dentist appointments for you, and like maybe they'll go out and get groceries, and at the start of the day they'll give you like, here's your schedule for the day, sir. But Chibley was saying like he needed someone in his house to be like, refill my water for me and bring me a snack. Like, I don't know. I think you can get one of those, but it's, you know, it might cost you a little bit more than a personal assistant. Minimum wage butler would go crazy. Dude, honestly, the way housing prices are going, maybe like live-in butler's a sector that's on the up. Why is everyone posting aware? I thought I was like illuminating a possible growth industry that's underserved right now in the current niche. I'm investing in butlers ASAP. Dude, wait, how to start a butler business? How to get your own butler for $25 a week? That seems bad. That's not enough money. Wait, this is from Yahoo Finance. This is crazy, man. The New York startup Hello Alfred currently offers its services in New York and Boston for $25 a week. $25 a week? You get instructions and the basic supplies during a welcome meeting. You tell the Alfred butler how you like your apartment and where things go, and moving forward, enter all your instructions into the app. That's good. You only have to talk to them once. After that, there's a layer of technological abstraction, so you never have to look a fellow human being in the eye when you ask them to do something you don't want to do yourself. The regular menu of services includes buying groceries, setting up home cleaning, so not cleaning, but setting up home cleaning, picking up prescriptions, and mailing packages. Oh, now I get it. That's fucking nothing. That shit ain't even worth $25 a week, man. What are we talking? That's not a butler. That's nothing. That's a scam. A butler, like, cooks and cleans for you, man. That's just somebody that you send to the CVS. This article from 10 years ago is insane. The Alfreds are paid 18 to 30 bucks an hour, and they are employees. We first started with contractors because it was easy. It removed the administrative burden. It was cheaper. We could hire and fire them at will. But we realized the quality of our service came down to the people who were going to be in your home. They are our product. If we want to invest time in training, that's an employee relationship we want. That's fucking funny, man. That's really fucking funny. When you're the butler, the independent contractor employed as a butler with the New York City startup that pays you 18 bucks an hour to pick up someone else's prescription. That's crazy, man. Man, they hit all the lines here. The CEO says they're putting the brakes on their own growth to help reach the finish line. The end goal is to be a brand inside the home that you trust to help get things done. We want to be the operating system for your home. Okay. Hello, Alfred. Let me see. Damn, I don't know, man. It seems to still be rocking. Or maybe not, because the website now looks to be a resident management software application that enables real estate developers and property managers to something, something, something. I mean, if you think I'm paying a subscription cost, like 25 bucks a week for someone to pick up my prescriptions. Admittedly, I don't have a lot of prescriptions, but hey, whoa, on Glassdoor, 37% of employees would recommend working here. 1 second here. If you have a high tolerance for toxic culture and incompetent leadership and enjoy workplace politics, you may do well here. No, man, no, that's no good. Anyway, what if we just did that business, but like not toxic? Chibli, are you here? Nurse Next Door Summer. Should we franchise a Nurse Next Door while we're linking and building? Caring and Nurturing Summer by opening a Nurse Next Door franchise. Pisses me off. I've been talking about link and build summer with this guy. I just found out he lives in the Southern Hemisphere. It's fucking like eat and hunker down winter over there. I'm on my link and build shit. He's on his fucking cozy, like, you know, couch and blanket shit, man. That's not fair. He's been selling me a lie. I forgot he lives in the Southern Hemisphere. You have a chance to check out Italian Day Festival yesterday? No! Yesterday was Italian Festival on Commercial Drive? Oh, no. I missed it. Oh, man, I was going to a damn birthday party, man. I had a birthday party in, I don't even know what the neighborhood would be called. I'm trying to think of what's big over. By the Main? By the one of the standalone, the juice truck locations? That's rough. Anything going on in Vancouver this weekend, man? No, it's all over. What to do in Vancouver this weekend? And don't tell me to go to the Capilano Suspension Bridge, T. You always tell me to go to the Capilano Suspension Bridge when I Google what to do this weekend in Vancouver. Japan Market Summer Festival? I went to that once. That was pretty fun. You do pay $5 to get in and then pay money for like all the food that's there, but the vibes are kind of okay. Anyone here live in the Lower Mainland? Is a fucking, is that like seaweed taco place still around? It's a total millennial gimmick food, but it hit kind of hard. They made hard nori taco shells, and then for filling, they used like ahi tuna. And it was fucking good. I hated myself while I was eating it because it was so millennial, but it's at the night market now. Well, you're dead to me. What else they got here? Live music. Finn Wolfhard's on the Objection Tour at the Rickshaw. Boys to Men's playing the Great Canadian Casino Vancouver, which is bizarrely located in Coquitlam. Waitress at the Stanley Industrial Alliance stage on Granville Street. I can't make it to that. It probably starts at like 8 p.m. When's the last time you were awake after 9? Well, like I'm awake after 9 every day, but I do take your point. Usually I try to be in bed around 9, fall asleep around 9:30. Here's a follow-up question for you. When's the last time you deliberately woke up at 4:15 in the morning? Latin Cruises 2025. Experienced Latin Cruises salsa night in a 3-hour boat cruise and dance the night away. That might be the vibe this weekend. Latin Cruise Summer, Chibli. Samba and Tango Summer. Vancouver's Psychic and Crystal Fair. This website is AI. I am blacklisting this website from my browser. Vancouver Psychic and Crystal Fair, taking place at the Zo Viet Eatery, 308 Dundas Street West in Toronto. Buddy, that's a long trip because it's not in Vancouver. That's a 5-hour flight. And then, like, when you land, you're in fucking Mississauga. You still got to take, like, a bus into Toronto. This is by far the best website to be updated with events going on in the city. Great Canadian Volkswagen Show at the Concord Pacific next to Science World. The biggest Volkswagen show in Canada. Sunday, 10 to 4. Damn, dude. What kind of shit they're making at the Volkswagen Fair? Who knows, man? You think they got Teos there? Is that what it's called? I don't know. I'm just spitballing until my wife tells me she's good to go. Are there other genres of Cookie Monster PJ pants? Not for pajama pants, except maybe a subcategory of black pants that say juicy in pink letters on the ass. But there's different uniforms for like high school cohorts. Like Cookie Monster pants is one. Green shirt with the yellow Triforce on it and khaki cargo shorts is another obvious one. I'm trying to think of... Well, I mean, it's been like 20 years ago I was in senior year, man. So it's been a long time. I don't know what they're rocking in high school right now, to be honest with you. You know what's fucked up is like... And I'm not saying this is good. But when I was in high school, the dudes coming to school with the bowling shirts with the flames on it and the dragons and shit, like the Guy Fieri drip, they were getting sucker punched in the smoking area like once a month. But now I think that those kids might be like cool. They have like a sort of Jamie Kennedy sort of vibe. I think the culture has changed, man. That's real. This was a smoking area. There was a little painted area on the parking lot of my high school where if you smoked, you had to stand on the paint. So that all the people in the smoking area got like turbo secondhand smoke, and then like everybody else only got a little bit of it because it's usually at least like a light breeze. Past is funny, man. For something that's like a grotesque animal or whatever. I'll see you tomorrow. Later. I had to post this in the Discord. I know it's Pride Month. I'm sorry. I had to post this in the Discord just to get it out of my head. It was 20 years ago today. Sergeant Pepper told the band he's gay. Then he started to stroke on his schlong, and he wanted us to goon along. Let me introduce to you the one and only Billy Splooge, Sergeant Cummers, Horn in the Hearts Club Band. It's wonderful to stroke here, it's certainly a thrill. You're quite a lovely audience, we'd like to take you home with us, we'd love to take you home. Something like that. What would you do if I came out of tune? Would you stand up and nod over me? Lend me your balls and I'll stroke on your cock, and I'll try not to turn it to pee. Ooh, I get hard with a little help from my friends. Ooh, we're gonna chart with a little help from my friends, with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? Something like that. I just need somewhere to come.